Okay, today we're going to start factoring polynomials, which is a fancy word for saying taking them apart into two binomials that multiply to equal that poly or trinomial. So we're going to start where our leading coefficient is 1. And what we're going to have, and the book shows a lot of different ways to do this. The Big Ideas Math book shows a really complicated way, but I'm going to show you a simple way, and that's simply to do this. And in the bottom, we're going to put a times c, so our first term is a, our last term is c. And for this section, all our a's are going to be 1, so we'll just be putting c in there. And then we're going to put b here, and then we're going to find two things that multiply to equal c and add up to equal b. So here I have x squared plus 10x plus 16. So here I have 16, here I have 10, and I want to start thinking about numbers that multiply and equal 16. And 4 and 4. I can see that 2 and 8 add up to be 10, so 2 and 8 are my factors. So we're x plus 2 times x plus 8. All right, so I'll go through a lot of examples on this to show that it's pretty simple once you get the hang of looking at it. So here we have our C is 6, our B is 7. Numbers that multiply to equal 6, 2, 3, 1, 6. Simply 1 and 6, so our factors are x plus 1 and x plus 6. Okay, looking at our next problem, we've got 8 and we've got 9. So things that multiply to equal 8, 2 and 4 and 1 and 8. So these were pretty simple examples. We'll have more. X plus 1. Looks like a swastika almost. X plus 8. Alright. Now we're going to be looking at our middle number being negative, or our b being negative, and c being positive. If that's the case, then two things that multiplied to equal our c had to be both negative numbers. So again, we're going to do the same thing we did before with our x, except we're going to have negative 8 and 12. And now I just want to think of numbers that multiply to equal 12 that might add up to equal 8. And 2 and 6, and we know they both got to be negative, so our factor is x minus 2 and x minus 6. We'll have a bunch of examples here in just I think I went 2, as promised. Okay, so first off, I'm going to go number 3. I have 3 and I have -4. The 3 is positive, so both of our factors have to be negative, so we're going to use -1, -3. And we have x minus 1, x minus 3. Looking at problem number 4, we have 35 positive and -12. So we know that both of our numbers are going to be negative. So I can use 1 and 35, 3, 4, 5, and 7. And I believe that's it. So we're going to use -5 and -7. X minus 5, x minus 7. Number 5, 24 is our lower number, -14 is our other number. We know that because 24 is positive that the two factors need to be the same and both need to be negative. So we got 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. And the ones that add up to 14 are 2 and 12, so we have -2 and -12, x minus 2, x minus 12. Alright, number 6, I have -15 in the bottom, and I have 2 on top. Since I know I'm going to have something that's going to be the 2 is positive, so our bigger number is going to be positive. We're going to find a difference here, 1 and 15, and 3 and 5. So our 5 is positive, our 3 is negative. X minus 3. X plus 5. Down at the bottom of the iPad and it's not comfortable writing. Alright, let's look at the next one here. We have -30. We have 13 in the middle. So we know we're going to have a positive and a negative, and we're going to find a difference. So I know I can multiply 5 and 6. I know I can multiply 3 and 10. And 2 and 15. And let's see what else. I think that's all the factors. So we're going to use a -2 and a positive 15. We're going to have x minus 2, x plus 15. Our last problem. Alright, in the bottom we got -42. And in the top we have -1. So our number is going to be negative this time. I know I can use 1 and 42, 2 and 21, I believe 3 and 14, 4 doesn't go, 5 doesn't go, 6 and 7. That has a difference of 1. So we go +6, -7, x plus 6, x minus 7. And problem. A farmer plants a rectangular pumpkin patch in the northeast corner of a square plot of land. The area of the pumpkin patch is 600 square meters, so we have 600 is equal to So we're going to have s minus 30 and s minus 40. We're going to go ahead and multiply out the right side, and we're going to get s squared minus 70s plus 1200. We're going to set this equal to 0, so we're going to subtract 600 from both sides. We have 0 is equal to s squared minus 70s plus 600. Okay, so now we're looking for factors of 600 that add up to 70, and they're both going to be negative. I'm going to use the simple one that we can all think of, and that's 10 and 60. So we have negative 10, negative 60, and our side lengths are either going to be 10 or 60 for our two sides. Save it.